Welcome to Lapland Sleddog Adventures, a tourist and sled dog racing kennel run by married couple Gaynor, Leeper and Milos Gonda. We're situated approximately 200 kilometres inside the Arctic Circle. This region is also known as Lapland, an area that stretches across latitudes in Norway, Sweden, Finland and Russia. We have 40 Alaskan huskies in our kennel, and we know them all individually by name. Each one has its own unique personality and they're not afraid to show you. We would like to take you on a short video journey of a year at our kennels. We start in summer when temperatures generally range from 10 to 20 degrees Celsius, but can reach up to 30 degrees. For 100 days of summer, we experience 24-hour daylight, known as white nights. It's also time for puppies. On average, we breed 1 litter every year, mainly for racing. Those puppies that don't make the racing team join our tourist teams. Occasionally, we might buy a puppy to bring in new blood to our kennel, but we certainly don't like letting them go when they're this cute. As the summer progresses and the puppies grow, it's important to give them lots of new experiences and build their confidence. We do this by spending many hours with them in different situations such as walking in the forest and running free whilst having fun and teaching them essential behaviour such as good recall to their name. Meanwhile, for the rest of the kennel, it's a time for sunbathing and free running. Dogs are born with a desire to eat and eat quickly. As puppies, we feed them from one tray, which encourages competition for food. This is essential so the dogs learn to eat quickly before their food freezes in the winter or they end up sharing it with their yard buddy. The most exciting part of the day for the dogs is feeding time. We give them a mix of high quality and high energy dry food mixed with fresh meat and lots of water. Despite the look of it, the dogs love it. In the summer, the dogs are fed once a day. In the winter, this rises to twice or even 3 times a day. Dropping temperatures signifies the arrival of autumn, and with temperatures of 5 degrees or under, we can start training. Before the snow arrives, we use quad bikes. These machines are heavy and harder to pull than a sled, so the dogs build muscle and stamina. We start with just a 20-minute loop in early autumn, but build up to sessions of 4 hours in November. This is the most important training the dogs can get, and it's a time to try new leaders, bond with the team, and even teach the dogs to run faster on command. Run! One of the biggest advantages of autumn quad training is that we can train big teams of dogs in one go, so even as the first snows of winter fall in early November, we still train with the quad bike. At this point, the dogs are at their strongest and like nothing better than going for a morning run. Whilst the adult dogs undergo heavy training, the ever-growing puppies also need more exercise, so we free run them in our yard as often as possible. It's a great time to bond, and naturally they learn that being with you means they get to have fun. Rosie! With fresh, deep snow now lying on the ground, we can take the puppies into the deep snowdrift, definitely the quickest and most fun way to expend excess energy. At some point in November, the snow gets too deep to train by quad bike, and we quickly swap to sled training. It's fast and furious, and the dogs absolutely love it after the slow, long trainings of autumn. Finally, winter arrives, and December and January usually bring the coldest days of the year. Temperatures often fall to -30 or even -40 degrees C, and the sun doesn't rise above the horizon for 30 days. These long nights bring the most beautiful moon risings and sensational northern lights. It's a popular time for our shorter coffee tours, where guests sit on a big sled driven by a professional guide. The tour takes about 1.5 hours, including a stop halfway to drink a warming cup of coffee at our lavu, a traditional Sami-style tent. As February approaches and average temperatures rise to around -20 degrees, the sun returns and once again we're bathed in light. Now we start our popular 4-day tours, where guests can experience a variety of activities, such as driving their own team of dogs, visiting the ice hotel and snowshoeing. The sun rids us of the low temperatures quickly, and by April the days are warm and bright. It's a time to harness our puppies for the first time and see how they pull the sled alongside more experienced adults. They are born to run and take to it like a duck to water. For our guests, it's an opportunity to take part in our week-long mountain tours, usually combining camping and cabin stays. Sledding in the tundra high above the tree line brings sweeping landscapes of incredible beauty, and the perfect way to end our season.